Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Daredevil number 314 by Marvel Comics. Um, once a once a while, I just buy random comics like this one because I'm not really a collector anymore, except for a couple. And then I just picked them up for $1 or $2, and I just do it for for fun or just for making a review or both. And this is one of them. And yeah, let's see what happens. But before we go into, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, like my video and share my video, and hit leave something in the comment if you want to contribute to this video. So we have a chat. That would be cool. Yeah, moving on. So this is a villain, I believe, called Shock. This is a really lame name. I haven't heard of this character at all, so I just, picked it up, and I'm gonna read it. And what's gonna happen, I'm gonna show you now. So we jump in right here, and we see Daredevil has I don't know, some kind of a nightmare, and he lies in bed with his costume on for whatever reason, and he sees through his blind eyes an image in his chest, and looks like a sigh, and then. I'm going to show you the next page, which is pretty cool. I must say the art is, I like the art, but also not. It's not really wonky, but it's something, it's not really my style. But there are some things here that I really think, whoa, that look cool. For instance, this one. I mean, check this out. And Daredevil screams, Electra! Looks freaking fantastic, man. This looks really, really good. So, but it's a nightmare. So Matt wakes up, he jumps off bed, and he looks out of the window and sees, I don't know, buildings in Hell's Kitchen, and he's reminiscing and dreaming, and I don't know, he's just doing stuff. So, skipping a few pages, we go to the Vault. The Vault is a prison for superhuman beings, and which is, I think it's really cool. I mean, I always have a soft spot for comics with prison themes. I remember a Punisher comic when he was in jail with Jigsaw, and the art is phenomenal. And Frank Castle is going on a rampage through the prison and kills everybody. It's just great stuff. And yeah, I wish Marvel would do that more, going back to the gritty nitty and have some mature themes in comics, but they are now more concerned who to how to say, slap a label as gay and trans and race swapping a character now in comics nowadays. That's the main focus. They don't want to make great stories. They want to virtue signaling instead of go back and look at the past comics and to see what's make them. Sorry, my telephone goes off for the whole time. What makes them great? No. They just are too busy, screwing up characters that we all love and know for many, many, many years because of reasons. But that's not here nor there. So this guy is on the run in the prison. He won't get far because he's in prison. And what I didn't know, that this guy named Alan, it's called Fagan. He's Mr. Fear, and I know Mr. Fear from a very long time ago. I believe he's a minor villain of Daredevil. He uses gas and other tricks to combat him. And so he sees these police people here. And he said, "Hey, help me!" And they want to kill me, and they are ignoring him because they have been bribed. So they are turning a blind eye, and then these guys, are there and say, "Hey, we don't want to kill you. We just want your hide." So they are sticking something in them. That came out wrong. Forgive me. So. We go a little bit into the future for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. And we see this woman here. He gets a package from this guy called, what's his name? Slash. I don't know who Slash is. Never heard of him. Maybe he's not even a villain or very relevant. I don't know him. And so they are pretending to be cousins. And then he slips in some kind of a package. And he says, Hey, we know how much you like your outfit skin tight. Ha 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 ha. You know, skin, liking. Okay, got it. Yeah, that. And and it seems I just looked a little bit up on the internet because I have no clue who this character is. And it seems that she is Ellen Fagan's daughter, and not sure why she wants to cut up as her dad. But yeah, there's a reason for that, of course, because, well, spoiler, she is that person on the cover. Well, that's not really a spoiler. You can figure it out in seconds. What I like about this appearance of the comics, and then maybe it's more the nostalgia, talking, is because in movies and in comics, especially from the 90s, that's what I mean. I like the, women with these outfits and look, with the short hair and then have some thick wax in her hair, very sleek from behind. As you mostly see in certain YouTube videos or music videos from the 80s and 90s, and then with the heavy makeup on, and then with the skin tight leather and short skirts. I don't know, it has some kind of a femme fatale look, if you will. Like in Basic Instinct, is that a femme fatale? I don't know, but you know what I mean. It was a heavy theme in the 80s, 90s. I just like that, and just so not really important, but I just want to point it out. I'm a weirdo. I know. So we skip to Matt and Ben Ulrich, who was at the time a reporter for the Daily Bugle, and I love these small details because he has Matt has a subway map, but that's in Braille. And Matt says, "Hey, a Braille map? That's pretty neat. Is there also something for people who can see?" But of course, that's not. Skipping. I'm not gonna show you the villain yet, but it's on the cover. So this rabbi or this Jewish person is getting robbed, if you will, and it's shock. And shock uses some kind of odor or vapor to blind people. They make them blind for whatever reason. Not sure why, but she just steals the jewels and goes away. But that guy cannot see, so he runs around wild in the city, bumping to everybody, yelling and screaming, making a ruckus. And then Matt hears that, and he jumps over this whatever it is, and he pays $20 to have a bag of apples. And this guy says, "All right, capitalism at work." But he loaned that from Ben, and Ben says, "You owe me $8. Never a break for a small businessman." That made me chuckle. I don't know. So, the rabbi or the Jewish man just stumbles into everyone, and there's a guy who's playing cards. Like those scammers on the street. With the little balls and the cards. Tricking people. Paying them money. So he's getting angry, and he wants to cut him. Cutting is a theme here, and then we see Matt has put on the bag of the apples on his head. Now I was wondering. I mean, this looks fun, by the way. But I was wondering, how did he know that? Because he's blind, he doesn't see the logo. How did he know that he put the logo on the right spot on his face? It doesn't matter. It's comics. It's but it's just fun. So Matt beats them up in this cool looking. It's cool done. I just like it. I remember Spider-Man, having a bag of, a plastic bag on his head, or it's just silly but fun. So somehow, I'm not sure what triggers it. Maybe an odor or something, because Matt nose is very sensitive. He gets a flashback about the original Mr. Freeze, and he's been cut or stabbed by Elektra. I mean, I really like this image. And then he says, "Hey, give me a soda," because he's yelling at some vendor at the street. And Ben comes, throws the can at Daredevil, and Daredevil just sprays a soda can on this Jewish person, and he can see again, and he explains that who is attacking him. So, moving on. Matt jumps into his outfit later because Matt Ulrich knows that he is Daredevil, and he just throws in his suitcase or whatever it is, And Matt changes, and this is the woman. You know, this is probably the femme fatale from earlier, I guess. Although she doesn't look like him, but I just assumed that she is. So Matt attacks her, and then this is a weird one. She has some kind of a potions, and she, not inhale. How do you say? Use that potions. Let's leave it at that. And then she's turning into skipping into this. I call it a snake-like creature, although it's not really a snake, but it has snake-like features. As you can see here, she just throw it all down and into her mouth. And then, well, this is basically the end of the book, unfortunately, because it ends in a cliffhanger. So she uses her powers, whatever it is. And what I don't get is that Daredevil loses control. He's getting mad and enraged, and he's just starting attacking on. They're falling off a building, and that's the cliffhanger. But I don't know how a power set works. I believe because she smells, or he smells, that I don't know. He smells that it smells like human skin. So I'm not sure how human skin or melting human skin with ingredient and potions turn people into a snake-like creature. Not entirely sure, but I love the look, because snakes, especially who looks like this, or cobras, can make people feel fear. So that's a clever one. But the powers, I just don't get it. But I don't have the next issue, so I'm not sure how it ends. So although I don't like the name Shock, which is a stupid name in my opinion, I'm intrigued about who she is and what her motivations are, but I just don't have the next comic, so I can't tell you that. So is it a good comic? I'm not entirely sure. It's not a bad comic. It feels like more like a filler, but at the same time it introduces a new villain that I think, hey, let's use her more. But since I'm not really a Daredevil guy and don't have much comics about it, I don't want to buy them. And I hear you thinking, why are you just buying a Daredevil comic if you just don't like the character? Well, once in a while I just go back to a certain character and then read some new comics, and in the hope that I just like the comics, because I know Daredevil is a cool character, but I don't feel Matt Murdock or something. It doesn't click with me, if you will. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I get the next issue. Probably not. So I'll leave it at here. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time.